Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there. Welcome back.
We're back again after talking to some very special people.
Back in the saddle.
We are, and we were talking to a wonderful, I guess you would call Starseed a special, this generation of,
This star.
Yeah, just an amazing young lady.
Absolutely beautiful young ladies.
Yes. What's coming is amazing. Right now, we just got to kind of go through the muck to get there. So where you're watching the end of a system and awakening of something much different. As always, we want to invite everybody to join us over on Patreon. Exclusives up over there. We have one that we're working on that we'll be sharing that will be mind-blowing for many people. And also, I wanted to show this because the GMC map that shows the radiation levels across the world has been, I think, Cindy's feeling that it's been just overwhelmed with people checking numbers as people realize there's something really weird going on. This over here, Mesa Grande, this is close to San Diego, was up at 272 CPM. As you can see the location over here. Now this map's been up and down like constantly. Let's see. Okay, it's still up. It's just going down. I think just being overwhelmed by people checking. We still have 378 showing in Waterbury, Connecticut. Very close to my sister's place. And then I was watching two locations in the greater New York area, and now there's 4 that have popped up showing readings over 200. So just something to be aware of. There feels like there's something going on that, well, or maybe more than one thing is really what's going on that they're not telling us about. But let's see, what do we got from the Pentagon?
These are not U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
From the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water.
These are 6-foot drones that are somehow evading our detection. They are not being detected.
They're saying no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it come from. They don't know nothing.
They know that they can't track them. They know that they don't emit a signal. They know that they can't see them when they turn their lights out. They also indicated that they don't know where they come from. They don't know where they go to.
One family claims they followed a drone in their car, and while it hovered above them, the clock in their car changed times.
Some of the FBI agents that have been assigned to look into this have reported drones flying over their home.
It's right here over at Picatinny. There was a drone just hanging out. I put my drone up in the air and went towards it. I had full battery life. Not 3 minutes into the flight, I lost control of the drone. Warning on my screen, lost control, and my drone started going down.
These are fully charged batteries. 2 batteries that have died within seconds, and the drone went up and like a couple feet off the table, and then came right back down.
Okay, you see it? You see how it goes? See how it goes? And then it becomes a spacecraft or aircraft or whatever you want to call it.
What the fuck is that, bro?
The sapping of batteries is something that's been experienced countless times with paranormal ability, or what we would call, paranormal situations, paranormal entities, because they're pulling energy interdimensionally in order to manifest in this density.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we just had it done yesterday. We were in deep meditation and mantras, and we had a battery drained, and then the whole house power went out.
Yeah, it's normal for us. Anyway, we go through these situations all the time, but we're energy workers, so we're going to have that type of situation, as what we do can attract a lot of attention on other densities. The Joint Chiefs of Staffs, we got no idea what's going on. We haven't been able to locate or identify the operators or points of origin. Yeah, thanks for all the help, guys. And then you have, this is Representative Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna. This is her personal account. Why is she putting Orion out there? Why is she just putting a picture of Orion? Is she trying to send code? Like, hey guys, it's the Orion group, for those that are familiar with a certain series of readings that have definitely caused a lot of people to wake up. The Orion group. Here she is saying, I wouldn't call them aliens. I really like what Grush calls them. He says they're interdimensional beings. But yet, and this was back in June, but yet you're putting up a picture of Orion. So which is it? Well, the answer is it doesn't have to be one or the other. It's both. And it boggles my mind that people can't seem to grasp this, that there is an interdimensional reality that is non-terrestrial. Hello, it's both.
It's both.
Yeah, it's always been both. And so, what's obvious to some is still evading the minds of others, but that's because there's been nothing but psyops going on. And in fact, our mainstream, again, political and religious beliefs are at the root. They are truly psyops. They've taken them, they've shifted and twisted and distorted in order to, again, keep humanity not really getting what's going on.
Do you have any information about these drones that are flying over the United States right now? Is this China surveillance?
I don't know. But what I do know is that I think that the administration needs to be more forthcoming with information that they have. If they believe that some of these lights in the sky are civilian aircraft, then show us. Secondly, I'm getting a classified briefing along with my fellow Republicans and Democrats as to the nature of these drones. And so we need as much information as possible.
Do you have any?
So, yeah, they're given daily briefings, classified, that they're not letting anybody else know about. That just basically stirs the pot.
Well, it does, and I mean, I trust nothing mainstream. It's all they've come to this uniformity thing where they're the ones who are reaching the mainstream, and they know that they're reaching the mainstream, so they're completely just controlling this narrative. And then I always get this feeling inside of me when I feel the deceit, and I feel the deceit in the politicians and in the mainstream. It just kind of swirls me a little bit the wrong way, and I feel that, and I feel it's very strong. So we're definitely being misled when it comes to the mainstream. Best to tap into our own discernment.
If I was to give a brief synopsis of what I truly feel is going on, is I think that there is a escalation of the war that is underway already. The war is already underway. Whether we're looking at Ukraine, Russia, or NATO BRICS, or again, Israel and the US and the UK and some NATO nations against a lot of the other countries of the world, that is escalating. That is a part of this. Yet ultimately, there is also a non-terrestrial component. So I do think that there's a lot of military drones in play. But there is also ETs that are watching, both some benevolent, some not so benevolent, and probably the vast majority are just kind of trying to get our attention and trying to wake us up.
I think so. I mean, our star families have been knocking on our door for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, it's not just one thing. It's not just another thing. That's, in my mind, just simply, it's again, cognitive dissonance. National security alert, UFOs threaten American airspace. Again, people have said too, why are they not sending up in scrambling jets? Well, have you ever seen the results when they scramble up and go against Tic Tacs and these other orbs, these alien, extraterrestrial, interdimensional ships that have just vastly more capability? It's just pure futility. Now, what if, too, ultimately, as we've been saying, it's the same side that is ultimately creating the wars. And the wars really are coming from one source. And that, yes, absolutely, as some have said, it is all about loosh. Absolutely. It's about keeping the frequency low. But at the same time, World War I happened, World War II happened, and World War III is occurring as we speak. It's just basically developing slowly. Meanwhile, the mud flood, the just craziness around the world continues with the weather. As you see, this is in Indonesia. This is this weekend as well. Go over to Mayat. and you see just total devastation, every bit on the par with what we've seen in western North Carolina, some spots in Tennessee. This is from a cyclone. Just utter devastation. The storms have absolutely gotten stronger, and they seem more focused and more targeted. And, you know, when the projections are that it's going to be a Cat 3, it ends up being a 4 or 5, and pretty much every single time. This is just incredible what we're witnessing. And a lot of people don't realize this is in front of IRS headquarters in Maryland. This is, I kid you not, this is in front of IRS headquarters in Maryland. It's very, very Masonic. And this is part of the reveal. You know, again, you have a pyramid and you have the Masonic,
The hand gestures.
Yeah, you have the hand gestures, you have Joaquin and Boaz, you know, the pillars of mercy and severity, all this. What is the ultimate thing that you learn in the secret societies as you go up the line? Ultimately, you learn in the existence of extraterrestrials and interdimensionals. That is the biggest thing that gets revealed to you, and the fact that you're literally working for them. That's the big reveal, and that's what people don't find out until the very, very, upper echelon.
No, they don't. And then we're conditioned at such a young age that it's nothing but us. So, you know, for people to have this sprung on them is very, very difficult. But, you know, what I see the controllers know when the real aliens will come, and they're creating their fake alien invasion, and they're really messing with us to try to control the narrative. But our star family's out there. They are out there, and they're helping us. I can feel it. I know it. I've seen enough people have contact with their real star family. So let's just make sure we're able to discern the fake from the real, and we're all going to be all right.
Absolutely, because what this is this is the end of the dark matrix. It's beginning to unravel, and it's only a matter of time. Humanity is waking up. It's going to shed its shackles, and so what's coming, even though it's a bumpy road, to get there is something that's far better than what has been.
Indeed.
Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.